Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded my videos, and the reason being it's because I've been focusing more on my current job, and also I was focusing on my self-care routines more than filming videos for my YouTube channel. I'm hoping that I will soon return to recording more videos. So to make up for it, this video is also going to be a 2 months flip through video. So I'll be filming for the month of August and September in my Hobonichi cousin. Okay, let's start with the flip through. So first off, I like to start with judging the thickness of the planner. So right now I have my band holding it together. As you can see, it's puffing up. There's not too much of a curve at the spine, which I'm happy. If I remove the band, it will expand like that. Not too bad. The plastic Midori cover is holding the Hobonichi cousin really well. And that's why for next year, I bought the same thing again. But instead of the Hobonichi cousin, I bought the Avec, just because I wanted to see the difference in terms of how planner would come chunky at the end of the 6 months or the year. This one here, I've not really looked at it for a long time because some of them I have already removed from my daily routine, and some of them I just do it when I feel like doing it. So in this case, the morning ritual and evening ritual is no longer in my daily ritual, if you know what I mean. Here is where I mark my family time events. So anything that I did with my family members or just with me and my daughter, that would be counted and highlighted over here. And then I would write down in detail or a description of it in this section over here. So I've already gone and finished filling up this 2 cards here, and then this one is almost full. So I have all of these left for the month of the rest of October, November and December. I think it should be more than enough. So for the month of August, I had potluck party. There was a Frozen musical, which was my daughter's first musical. She really loved it and we enjoyed it too. It was really interesting to see the difference in a musical format compared to the animation. And then here we went to see the circus. We went for my company picnic. And then there's this Imaginarium Pleasanton. It's basically like a lantern decoration. It has a lot of flower lanterns. There's also these rooms or tents set up, and inside there's like flowers or chairs, benches that you can sit on and take photos in. And there was also some rooms where kids can play in and do interactive stuff with the decorations inside. It was really interesting. And then we attended a musical performance. This is my daughter's music performance. She and her band members were performing 3 songs on stage and she did really well. And we had lunch after that. And then we also went to this Go Over America tour, which is really fun. There was Simone Biles and a lot of other gymnasts, Olympic gymnasts, performing during this tour. And then we went for a Dublin garage sale. It was a small event and we didn't really buy anything. Moving on to my calendar index page. So for August and September, a lot of goals to mark my happy mood, and then a few blues and reds. For reading, I did a lot of mostly audiobooks. That's why it's brown. And then the gray or silver over here is when I did reading much less because it's during the weekend and I'm not on the road. For physical books, I do try to read or even ebooks from my phone, but I find that I don't have much time to do that as compared to listening to audiobooks. And then here I wrote down skipping supper for August and September, which I didn't really keep track of. Cardio workout, I didn't really do much exercise, which I really should. And then strength workout, it's the same thing. 8 hours work shift, it's more or less consistent. So I managed to get a full 8-hour work days ever since I started working for my company. So that's a good thing. And I think maybe in the last 2 months, I don't think I will track my 8-hour working shifts anymore. So this one for the month of October, I won't go over. I'll leave that for the next video. Moving on to the monthly page. August, it's looking very empty. I'm sort of taking it easy in terms of YouTube channel, recording videos and editing. I wanted to focus more on doing my work well, so I need more time to sleep. And when I return from work, I needed to wind down, relax, and focus on my self-care and also house chores. So it leaves very little time to film videos, plan for my YouTube channel. The most I could do was stay consistent as much as possible for my Instagram, because that is basically just taking photos of the daily page and uploading it. So not much time used up for that. Whereas for YouTube channel, it's very different. For September, it's looking much the same thing. This time, I didn't plot down. I think similar to August, I did not plot down anything that I wanted to upload. And then when I'm doing something, I would write it down. Here, I actually did the June-July flip through in the month of September. Instagram was pretty much almost consistent. There are some days I skipped because my decoration style has changed somewhat. So more on that later. This one is October. I'll move on. For the weekly pages, the start of August is looking empty. I didn't do anything for this one. I basically used washi tape, some stickers to track habits and to do my list of weekly stuff that I want to accomplish. And then I've been putting stickers to track my working hours. Here I have a tracker for feeding animals, mainly the birds and the praying mantis, flossing, and then whether I've paid my credit card dues. And then I'm also tracking my fuel. I do have these kind of stickers still lying around. I want to finish using them up. Once that's gone, I'll probably stop tracking the fuel, or maybe I'll just jot down by hand. I won't necessarily use a sticker for it. Here is the same thing, but just different stickers, more washi tape. This week, I didn't do any decoration because I forgot and it was already way past the next week. I still put a sticker here to track the fuel. And then here, I was tested positive for COVID, so I wanted to find out whether there's any symptoms that's beyond the norm. So these are the list of things that I was experiencing during that time. And then more of the same thing. I like the color theme going on here, but too bad it's empty. And I went with this one here. I used some random stickers that my daughter gave me in the past as well. No particular reason, but just to try and match with the color theme. And there's a poodle over here. I did a little bit of stickers for the meeting and working from home. I think maybe in the next year's Hobonichi weekly planning, I might try to use more of these icon stickers for the section. Just because I need to finish using those up. I haven't had the opportunity to use much of them, so hopefully that will be my next plan for next year. And nothing for this week as well. And that is the end of September. Moving on to my goals and monthly task page. So far, I've been meeting with my reading goals. In fact, in October, I've already reached my reading goal of 24. I could go on and revise this to a different number, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Channel, I'm still working on it, but I haven't reached the goal. Instagram, I'm still working on it. Losing weight, well, I think I should work more on this for sure. Increasing savings, I have significantly increased my savings ever since I started in my new company. I'm trying to put a cap on my spendings, only buy the necessary items or something that's concerning my daughter and those daily stuff, not much of like personal stuff like, you know, something for fun. I'm just gonna focus on increasing my savings, and then when I feel that I can spend more, then I'll do it. But I don't know, I don't know if I'll ever actually give in to spending something personal. I'll just have to see month by month. And then here I've already drawn a line across because I've already transitioned to a full-time, and then my daughter's birthday party was over, so that's why there's a line across. For the month of August and September over here, monthly task I've listed over here. Some I didn't accomplish. I've been postponing quite a bit. And then there's not much for the month of September here as well. Moving on to the daily pages. So here is the start of month of August, where there's a blank page. I use it to write down highlights for my daughter and highlights for myself. And then this full box sticker over here contains the number of books I borrowed for her or whether she borrowed from the school. So I've not been keeping track on this. And then her highlights and my highlight too, I've not been writing down over here. I'm not sure why. Maybe because I've already written down the daily pages, I just forgot to write it over here because it's kind of like double entry, I guess. For the first day here, this picture, this illustration I drew is from Alchemy of Souls. It's a Korean drama. I won't really mention what I've written over here. Just like in the previous video, I will leave it to you to look at my Instagram post where I upload shots of my daily pages so you can see what I've written. Since this is going to be a 2-month flip through video, I'm just going to focus more on the illustrations or decorations of the daily pages. So this one here is Hand Holding from the Alchemy of Souls. It's a Korean drama, like I mentioned. Really nice drama. I highly recommend it. Here I used some icon stickers from the Coffee Monsters Co. and I did more of a journaling. I think I like the look of it. 2 columns. It's looking rather full. It really needs me to spend a lot of time journaling, that's for sure. If I don't have much to say, then it's gonna be a struggle. But I really like the look of this. For this one here, I drew a monster truck, because on this night we went to see Monster Jam. We didn't really fully watch it because there was a huge traffic jam due to the fact that there was another big event happening next door and they're sharing the same parking lot. So I think it was some mismanagement somewhere. 2 big events and not enough parking for everybody. So my husband was left out, so we had to exit the stadium to join him and return home. Here on the 4th, I drew my balcony and I bought a new bird feeder. The previous bird feeder was too small and I find myself keep having to refill it. So here it's a bigger plate size dish and 2 of them. So this way more birds can enjoy the bird feed and I won't have to refill it as often. August 5th, here I drew my succulent rack that I have on my balcony. This is beside the door. And here is actually an illustration of kind of succulents that I have. So my favorite of this lot, I would say, is this one, and this one. I don't fully know all the names, but I think it's called a string of pearls. This one has been really growing very well, but the birds are starting to attack it. It's easy to just land on top and then start pecking on it. And then here, this one, it's at the bottom, so less birds attack it. And it's been growing really well. This one as well, I've done some propagation. I cut it into half and then plant 2 more over here next to it. So there's like 4 stems sticking out now. It's growing really well. So I'm really happy with my succulents. This one, however, I don't know if it's not growing much. I mean, it's still alive, but it hasn't grown taller. It hasn't grown pups. I don't know. I think one day when I have the time, I may have to dig it out and see what's going on underneath the soil. Here, I drew a meme. This is actually the lady from Kung Fu Hustle. This part over here is actually Yusuf Dikek's body. He's the person that won the silver medal in Olympics for shooting, I guess. And the reason why it went viral, or he went viral, was because of the casual, cool stance that he has when he was shooting. He didn't have to use any special eye gear to help him focus or aim, which was really cool. So everybody liked it. And I like the meme that represented him. On the 7th, I didn't draw because I was just too sleepy, I guess. One of the reasons, either sleepy, tired, no time. I used a sticker that my daughter had given me and then a bunch of other stickers from Happy Planner. On the 8th, I drew Byakuya, the magical girl and the evil lieutenant, used to be arch enemies. This anime, I've not watched it yet, but I plan to watch it one day because it seemed really interesting. It's a fantasy romance story, so it could be interesting. So this guy here is Mira, the male protagonist in that anime. On the 10th, I drew the female protagonist from The Royal Princess. It's a couple that are seemingly enemies and then ended up waking up together 20 years in the past to rekindle their romance. So it's sort of like a fantasy. Don't know why they put that element in there. I typically do not go for this kind of story where you go back into the past or you get sent into a different world from your existing one. It's just too far-fetched. I just focused on the romance stories, which is actually quite okay, not bad. Here, more stickers. I used the sticker that my daughter gave to me. For the longest time, I used this as a bookmark actually, but then I finally used it here. And then on the 12th, I drew The Girl from Hilda. This is an animation that my daughter finished watching. I think it was recommended by her friend, and that's why she was interested in it. So she really liked it and she finished watching it on Netflix. On the 13th here, I drew Beetlejuice. I really want to watch the second movie of Beetlejuice, and that's why I drew it over here. Hopefully when it starts streaming, I will soon be able to watch it. Not long now, I think. On the 14th here, I drew, I'm sure everybody knows who she is. I don't really remember her name, but I know that she represented Australia for breakdancing. And I don't know what went through her head when she was doing her routine. So she became popular and turned out into a meme. So I drew this on this day. And then another famous Olympic scene is this guy who knocked off the pole because of his here. So I thought it was funny and I decided to draw it over here. On the 16th, I used more stickers. And then 17th, the same thing. Here on the 18th, I drew the cover from this book I'm reading, The Game Changer by Lana Ferguson. The story I think is not bad. I think I'm starting to get tired of the kind of similar stories that the authors I've been reading have been writing. It's a lot of ice hockey. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tired of reading romance novels now. Who knows? On the 19th, I drew another cover from a book I'm reading next, The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. It's not bad as well. And then here I used more stickers. 21st, more stickers, which had a lot of foiling, which I love. On the 22nd, I drew this Ancient Magus Bride. I've not watched this. Actually, I read the first manga a long time ago, but never continued. I'm hoping that I'll get back to watching or reading the manga soon. And then here I drew Mayfair Witches. This is like a poster scene from Mayfair Witches. I really like this TV show. The head is a little bit too long now that I see it. Sometimes when I'm sitting and I'm looking down at the page, it doesn't seem that long, but when I'm looking like directly down on it, it's actually too big. But anyway, I'm not looking for perfection. And here, August 24th, I drew the poster from Miss Night and Day. It's a Korean comedy drama and romance. It's really funny and I really like it. Highly recommend it if you watch Korean dramas. Here I drew Centaur World, which is also available on Netflix that my daughter was watching. She asked me to draw this, so that's why I drew it here. On the 26th, I decided to draw SpongeBob. He's looking a little worried because I think last week I was worried about something about my health. A lot of worrying involved during that time. So I drew SpongeBob. Thankfully, my health right now is okay. It was just a minor scare. On the 27th, I used more stickers. Same goes with 28. This one is from my favorite Squad Goals sticker book from Happy Planner. And then this one over here is from Jungle Vibes. On the 30th, I drew this poster from a Chinese drama I was watching that time called Are You the One? It's a really interesting Chinese drama and I recommend it as well. August 31st, I used mostly stickers. This one is from the Wrong sticker book. Now coming to September. Now September, although it's not full, but I have a lot more highlights written over here. I did a little bit more tracking. The numbers aren't that big because my daughter is transitioning from reading level books and small chapter books to a thicker one, because since she's going into 3rd grade, she needs to read more and improve her reading. So that's why I decided to borrow more much thicker books for her to read. So for September, I was tired a lot after work and I didn't have much time to actually draw. So I've been using a lot more stickers. So as you can see, 1st of September, I used some stickers. And then this one over here, I drew a scene from this Korean drama called Behind Your Touch. It's a comedy, maybe romance show, but I didn't really finish it because, I don't know, after a while, after a couple of episodes, it didn't really interest me anymore, so I decided to stop watching it. And then here I use more stickers. This one is from Disney. And then this one is another one from Happy Planner, stickers. Here I decided to utilize the Hobonichi pamphlet that came with my Hobonichi 2025 purchase. It had an interesting comic illustration going on for 7 or 8 days or something. So I decided to use it and give myself time to relax and enjoy the planning process instead of drawing. So I used some stickers to surround the cuts, and I think it looked pretty okay. It's not bad actually. And then this one had a little bit of an odd shape, but I surrounded it with stickers so it doesn't really look that bad. Same goes with this one. I think I like this one very much. And then this is for the number 5, number 6. I haven't gotten around to scanning this code, this QR code. I wonder what it leads me to. September 12th, I drew this scene from Melody of Golden Age. It's another Chinese drama. I vaguely remember the story, but I think I really like it. If you are interested in checking it out, go check out Melody of Golden Age. Here, I decided to draw Friday the 13th, a scene from it, or the poster, and I can't remember why. I think it was because I was in a mood for horror shows or something. I don't know. And then here, oh, I love this Korean drama. This one is a scene from All of Us Are Dead. It's been on Netflix for quite some time, and because I was in a horror TV show mood, I decided to check it out and I loved it. I don't know why. So if you're into zombies kind of show, go check it out. And then this one on the 15th, I drew a poster scene from Cinderella at 2 AM. It's not bad. It's a nice romance story. And then here I used more stickers. This one as well. This one is a poster illustration of Shogun. On this day, Kenichi Tanaka, or actually the day before, can't remember when exactly, but I read that Kenichi Tanaka won the Emmy Award because of Shogun, so I decided to draw him in that show. So I really like this, especially with the gold foiling around it. I think it really suits his armor. The next day, I decided to draw Toda Mariko from Shogun as well. Her face looks a little odd, but I really liked her hairstyle in the show. It's really unique and she's really beautiful. I just wish I could actually draw her face properly. And her kimono is a little bit bulky. I don't know why it looks kind of bulky at that part here, but oh well. So I completed this spread with just Shogun and I really like this. On the 20th, I used some stickers. On the 21st, this is the day we went for the Gold Over America tour, where Simone Biles and a bunch of Olympic gymnasts was performing. We really enjoyed ourselves on that night. If it's ever in your town and if you're able to, I would highly recommend checking out that Gold Over America tour. It's really interesting. On the 22nd, I used more stickers. And then 23, I drew Beelzebub from Sandland. This one is an anime, and one day I think I would spend some time watching it. It's not my typical anime to watch, but I think it's really popular and it's from the same person that created Dragon Ball. And here there are some stickers which I use. A lot of flowers going on. Flowers are usually the easiest to work with when it comes to decorating because it looks nice, but sometimes I get tired of using flowers. But I have so much of it, just need to, use them up. And then here are some old stickers that I had from Happy Planner sticker book. On the 28th here, I drew a scene from Gyeongseong Creature Season 2. This one is really different from Season 1, but it's still interesting, I would say. It's different, but interesting. I don't want to spoil by describing how it's interesting. I highly recommend watching it, Season 1 and Season 2, then you'll understand what I mean. Here, I drew a poster scene from Love Next Door, a Korean drama. I really like this one as well. It's not bad, not bad. Yeah. And then here on the 30th, I used some stickers to end the month. And that's the end for the August-September daily. Moving on to the back pages. Here are the back pages where I utilized the note pages for some tracking. Here's the cleaning log. I didn't really do much. I did a few cleaning for my daughter's bathroom, the kitchen, living room and dining, and the balcony, but not much else. Anyways. Here is my tracker for self-care in the general sense, month by month. Here I have afternoon nap, which I did not really do. Reading at the balcony, I've not done that. Writing my diary, going to the library, I've been pretty much consistent because I like going to the library. Shower bombs, no. Bath bombs, face masks, Barnes & Noble. Not been there in the month of August and September. Swimming, I would love to, but for some reason, I don't feel like swimming. Ever since I found out that a coyote sometimes go to swim in the same swimming pool, our community swimming pool in the neighborhood, I don't feel like swimming in the same pool. I don't know how clean the coyote is. Taking a walk outside, I've been doing that on and off. Pour strip, pop bubble wrap, slinky, motivational videos, singing, dancing, enjoying nature, gardening, trash picking. I've not done for the longest time. I really should pick it up again. And then subscriptions, I managed to stop my subscription for Microsoft 365. That's good because it cost me $70 a year. And then I also stopped Prodigy, the Prodigy math that my daughter was using to collect the mythical epic beast. It's like a mathematic lesson combined with a gaming element, and for the longest time she was really into it, but there's been a long period of months that she did not do anything with it, so it's just a waste of money to continue. And here, my period and health. The health scare that I was having was related to my period because it was a little bit late. No, actually it was noticeably late. I think it had something to do with the fact that I had COVID and I just didn't realize it until it happened, or I tested myself. So it could have interrupted with my usual schedule. But the doctor said that the length of time between my periods is normal and it was nothing to worry about. So thankfully that's over. Thought maybe I was pregnant again. So, yeah, not my plan to be pregnant again. Here's the list of things that I either want to read, watch, buy, or visit. I don't think I added anything new. And then here I filled up more stuff. I only have 2 boxes left. And then for the month of August, I only wrote The Game Changer because that's the book that I finished that month. And then the following month is The Au Pair Affair by Tessa Bailey. Now this one is my sleep tracker. It's a lot of greens and purple still, but I managed to squeeze in some 8 hours sleep here and there. The color blue. Pink is for 5 hours or less. This one is probably during the time when I was attending this quarterly meeting at my company. So that's gonna happen again soon in November. Not looking forward to that, but at least I get to leave work really early. So that's the end of my Hobonichi cousin flip through for the month of August and September. There's a slight wrinkle over here that happens whenever I leave my Hobonichi cousin open for a long time because it presses against it, but it would still write itself out after a while. So I just need to press it down. And there's a slight crease over here as well. I don't know if you can see, but there's a slight crease now because it's so puffy, and if I press it here, it would create that crease. So yeah, now I'm gonna put the band around. I hope you enjoyed this flip through video, and if you like it, do give me a thumbs up. If you want to watch more of my other videos, do subscribe to my channel, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!